Whoa. Oh. Yeah, Jesus. Jeebus. Do. Alright, so a little bit of an echo test here, you know, just to make sure everything's working. Alright, so a little bit of an echo test here, you know, just to make sure everything's working. Awesome. Lonks. Alright, so a little bit of an echo test here, you know, just to make sure everything's working. Awesome. Lonks.
Warning. Local radiation readings suggest the
Oh, what?
drive core has reached critical state.
Oh, okay, we're not there yet. Jeebus. Jeebus. Just sending this all the places it needs to go. Uh-oh. Yeah, why are you in the there we go! There we go. Now are you back? Mendo, were you stuck in the void? That scare you? That scare your little dolphin bones? Alright, we need to start... We need to start figuring out how to play the game. Sustenance, water, that's just bleach, so we need salt and coral tube. Awesome. Who's going darker yet darker? Banned. 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 Make a little sad face. You brought this on yourself, Mendo. There we go. There's some salt. Oh no, 30 seconds of oxygen remaining. Oh no. That's messed up. Not gonna lie. Beep beep oxygen. I want to scan this guy.
30 seconds.
Infected with the Nickelodeon slime? How dare you. I'll not stand for this Subnautica slander. The slamder. Okay. There it is. Would you like to drop another? I love that these guys create nests. Wow, okay. Oh. Oh, oxygen. You, coral tube? Yes. Awesome. Okay. I'm also going to try to get the battery charger fairly early on. Because I
Welcome aboard, Captain.
don't want to be in that situation. Okay. Okay, so it's gold. How much does this need? 2! Dang it. Dang it, dang it, dang it. Okay. We are gonna go here. Get that. Because I miss having health. Bro, the weather outside is frightful. But the fire is so delightful. And since we've no place to go, let it snow, let it snow, let it snow.
Purifying water.
When we finally kiss goodnight, oh, how I'll hate going out in the storm. But if you really hold me tight, all the way home I'll be warm. And believe it or not, they do not get together by the end of the show. Sorry, that's Manila and I have been watching a show. The two main characters are played in a very specific way that goes absolutely nowhere, and it's pissing him off. Robert. It is significantly South Carolina's got adult.
Be advised, a common complication for cave divers is loss of orientation, followed by eventual asphyxiation.
No, really. Problems for people who go to the thing that is scary and disorienting is being scared and therefore disoriented. There you go, buddy. Look at that. Look at all that tasty metal. Look at that. Okay. You take the metal. You drop. Oh, you take the metal. You drop. Oh, you take more metal. There. Also gonna scan that just because I wanna. Awesome. Okay, so that is 2 thingamajiggies worked out. Because now I can make the glass. Why is the ocean lightless? Because it is the ocean, buddy. Oh no, I need lithium. Crap. Okay. It's fine. Didn't even want to win anyway. Where does lithium spawn? And I was made to hate you! Mate, the entire ocean somehow. Good job, Mendel. Well, remember, in Hooked on You, a Dead by Daylight dating simulator, the entity is the ocean. So you aren't wrong for hating the ocean. Wait, what am I talking about? You get to date Huntress in that game. Of course you're in the wrong. The ocean is amazing! Got the Seamoth. I would not be in... I'd not be going halfway across the ocean with my Sea Glide if I had the Seamoth. There we go.
New blueprint acquired.
Oh my god. We are so much deeper than I thought. We'll make the Seamoth soonish, but now I'm already on this journey. Do I have everything for... Since I was just playing Subnautica and casted the Cyclops. Yeah, I always forget about the Pathfinder. Yeah, I don't have anything for that. So even though we have all the Seamoth parts... Oh, there you are. Doesn't matter. Kill the Reaper. Okay, I should say this again, because I have streamed this game before, and even before that I was playing it. We do not kill Leviathans in our playthroughs. It doesn't matter if other people do. It's just not something I do. I think it removes a lot of the fun horror aspects of the game. So it doesn't matter if other people are doing that. It's awesome. They can do it.
Detecting massive
I forgot about him.
Cannot identify.
Little guy, no big guy, yes? Nah, he's just a little guy. I'm not gonna go through activating this thing yet. I'm gonna scan it. I just want to grab the lithium. Did I stop the weapon? My friend, I have played this game before. You're carried. I've played this game before. I know how to do the things. Am I good at the things? No, I've played this game for so many hours, and yet I'm still terrible. But that doesn't mean I don't have heart. And can we really ask for anything else? Don't break me down. Just bury me, bury me. I am finished with you. Yeah, there we go. Do you remember anything about the game? Oh, literally everything.
Remember that materials you gather are the property of the All-Terra Corporation. You will be liable to reimburse the full market.
This is easily...
Your current bill stands at 3 million credits. Emergency. A quantum detonation has occurred in the Aurora's drive core. The reactor will reach a supercritical state in T-minus 10, 9...
Get a good look!
7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2...
I have never watched that from this high up before.
The radiation suit has been blueprint and acquired.
Everyone on board, oh, that's good. Well, demon! I will not let you take over my world! Yeah, plot of Invincible, summed up for everyone. But do you know what's in that alien building? The very dark room? I'm scared. I don't want to go in there. I don't know what's in there. Bad things. Not gonna lie. Oh, no! A bad thing! I can still hear it, meaning it knows where I am. What just reloaded over there? The Emperor? Oh, the Reaper.
30 seconds.
Who's a Reaper? Oh, wait. Big boy, big boy. Oh, I already scanned this guy. My bad. I mean, in that dark room, or what is in the water in that building? Oh, yeah, that's the Emperor. It's just... I cannot get this drink open one-handed. There we go. It's very dark, and I thought something big is in there. Well, the Emperor is pretty big. Okay, we need to go in here. Boop, 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 boop,
Playing partially translated broadcast.
9 new biological subjects designated. Hunting. Analyzing. Sharing
Oh, no.
subject locations with other agents.
Grab the solar panel. Say hello to my little friend. His name is Mindel.
Warning, emergency power only. Warning, emergency power
Look
only.
at that.
Oxygen
It's in there.
production
Should I take my chrome?
offline.
Oh, it's safe. Yeah, the only thing that can hurt you down there is drowning. Can you drown in there? I'm not even sure that you can drown, in the Sea Emperor room. It is one of, if not the safest place in the game.
Power restored. All primary systems
No
online.
problem, I have things to do. Yeah, and once again, I'm fairly certain. Punch. So that's just neat. Dang it. Oh. Awesome. Punch. I need health. You're gonna stop the weapon, or you're gonna let the sunbeam explode? Oh, you can't stop the sunbeam from exploding. There is no way to do that. It would be pretty cool if you could, but... yeah, no, there is no way to stop all those lovely people from meeting their fiery end. I knew you can. Then you knew wrong, my friend. Plain and simple. But the gargantuan kit... what? Okay, so you are talking about a mod called Return of the Ancients. That is a mod called Return of the Ancients. That does not happen in the real game. In the real game, the sunbeam always explodes, and there is no way to stop it, and it is big, brutal, beautiful. The Gargantuan Leviathan isn't even really a thing in the main game. It is... okay, we have radiation suit now. Well, yes, but in a yeah, that's what I mean. The Garg doesn't exist, really. He's just kind of around. You can find a skeleton, but that's about it. Yeah, what we assume the Gargantuan Leviathan was is entirely theoretical. Yeah, it's because he's kind of too strong. Not even so much that he's too strong, more so that it wouldn't be good gameplay. Maybe if you left him out in the void somewhere, but it is much easier on the developers to just put a bunch of Ghost Leviathans out there. Because you can see what the problem would be if every time you went out there, something that big spawned in. Yeah, you want to go scan parts for Cyclops? Man, this is the second episode!
Passing 100 meters. Oxygen efficiency decreased.
PDA says it got too big for what was living and starved. Yeah, that too. I see a lot of people talking about how beasts and whatnot. And Subnautica just, wouldn't work because, blah 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 X thing. Let's assume that they are adapted to their planet because, the gravity's messy here, the ecosystems are not interconnected, and creatures do not migrate whatsoever. Let's make those assumptions for the sake of discussion.
seconds.
I know. So with those assumptions, the Garg would obviously not be able to survive in the Lost River. Let's say, a baby gargantuan leviathan wandered down there. It quickly outgrew its habitat because the Garg skeleton you see would not be able to move around the Lost River easily at all. So, I think people make it a really big deal because it's so cool and scary. Crab Squid 66 are infinitely cooler. We will not be discussing the crab squids. I do not give a poo about the crab squids. Yeah, so... I hate them. So, assuming that, the Garg could exist, it would most likely have to live in the void. And I see people all the time arguing, oh, but the void's an ecological dead zone. Valid argument. However, it isn't fully. There is, in fact, stuff in the void, the ghost leviathans, which go out there and filter feed off of plankton and whatnot. And survive off of it. Now, with how many ghost leviathans are out there, let's assume the gargantuan leviathan does not need a mass amount of food. Let's say it doesn't even need to eat its own body weight. This would make it so that, out there in the void, the Garg could exist. And it could exist fairly easily. Because if, every time, they... If, there was a Garg out there, eating, other gargantuan leviathans, because it is a predatory creature, so it could most likely, survive off of... It is very hard to look for the mobile vehicle bay when it is this dark. Oh my god. Help! Smithers! I've gone blind! It was probably that idiot Simpson. There it is! Yeah, you want to scan parts for the Cyclops? Once again, buddy! It is... the second episode. Hell, I think last time I streamed this, we didn't even use the Cyclops until, like, the very end of the playthrough. I never find much use in it. I'm not saying it's bad in any way, I'm just saying that, I don't use it that often. It's just not my cup of tea. The engine is hard because you can get caught by a Reaper with the others too, but you can... I'm not really scared of, going up against Reapers. They're scary, don't get me wrong, but... I've played this game enough. So they don't really spook me. avoid Subnautica. Let's take pictures of the Striders. The Striders are pretty awesome. Bro, skull emoji.
Welcome aboard, Captain.
Skull emoji. Look at that, we got a skull emoji. I'm apologizing for appreciating the long walking boy. That's fair. The long walking boys are pretty awesome. Not gonna lie, not gonna lie. What did I need? Power cell? Such value. Shut up!
Farming alien plants is a proven survival strategy. Craig McGill survived 47 months on a healthy, raw...
But as we were talking about...
tree roaches and stagfruit.
Oh. I didn't put any of my stuff away. And now I must perish for my sins. And now I must explode Lamau. Ow! Alright, let's put the some of our stuff in here. That's fabricator. Oh, wait. Copper. It's good for any fiend to your current location and closing. Guy! Adult! But yes, Garg. Very cool concept. I really like how people talk about it. Because obviously, in the main game, we're never getting something that big. Or, you know, how big it's theorized it would be if it was, you know, a physical thing that could keep going. I really doubt the game's engine could run that. The couch good with those who shut your power? Yes. Yes, they are. Silicone rubber. A little bit of lube. A little bit of power cell. What is it for the mobile vehicle bay? Okay. And then it's just a titanium ingot. Heck yeah. $30 meters. And all. I think I'm gonna kill Void Leviathan. You mean a Ghost Leviathan? Because Void Leviathans are in below 0. Not this game. Okay. Why is my OBS freaking out? I probably need to update that at some point. I don't know, Mindle. I think you're cruising for a bruising. There we go. Awesome. 15 meters. Mendo. Oh boy, I sure do hope there isn't a crab squid 10 meters from my location. That would suck. What is it, Mendo? What is your terrible news? Here come the crabs. Do 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 do. Oh no. No, it cannot be. You're kidding me. I'm one off. You jest. Surely as the day is bright, you jest. I'm one off from my goals. I am defeated by one. How Mindo loses his eggs today, his eggs today, his eggs today. We sell Mindo's trinkets today, and then steal his eggs. He gets no choice in the matter, choice in the matter, choice in the matter. He gets no choice in the matter because he is stinky. Friendship personified. Doo 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 doo. The radio.
Sunbeam? You know Aurora. We're from a little transgov on the far side of Andromeda, and we have a saying there. There's no bad without the good, no good without the bad.
All my friends are
Like
dead.
you tasted a bunch of the former, but that only means you're overdue a whole lot of the latter. Might just be we're it. We're
All my
scared for
friends are
Silver
dead.
Park. We'll be in touch when we find it. Sunbeam out.
Everyone I know is dead. I keep finding their corpses in the water. Like how confidently this guy says it too, just... You know, we have a saying up there. There's no good without the bad, and no bad without the good. Because he's so confident about it. All I know is pain. Families have been torn apart, Andromeda Man. When I survive this, I have to go to Steve from the cafeteria's home and say, Steve from the cafeteria. It's wife. Steve from the cafeteria is dead. I apologize, but your husband will not be coming home ever. Bad without the good.
Seconds.
Okay, I think that's the Sunbeam message. Might be a longer stream today if that's the Sunbeam message. Okay, my OBS can stop freaking out. I need copper. I need copper. Can you imagine being eaten alive by a creature? Oh, yeah. And let me tell you from experience, it sucks. Hurts a little bit, not gonna lie. Oh, you meant in game. Your casual response makes me think you missed that I just told a hilarious joke. This is why he's playing. Remember how it was Subnautica when he was alive? Oh, yeah, there we go. Okay, you get it. Yeah. Honestly, if I were a ghost, I would want to be an ocean ghost. Because you can just do crap as an ocean ghost. Like, if you're out on the ocean, and you see somebody, like, you know, floating across the water, you know, going, ooh, ooh, I'm a ghost. What are you gonna think? Are you gonna think, wow, I need to dispel this ghost? Or are you gonna think, ah, yes, the ocean. It has taken me. I am inflicted with the madness. Can I use that? What do I need for it? Laser cutter, machines, power cell, glass, lubricant, lead, electronics, lubricant. You were spirit of the ocean, you'd make the fish attack? Impossible. Another spirit of the ocean, I'll make Michael Jackson a bit. What does this mean? Why? That's why I think just why? That's such a weirdly specific thing to do. Oh, hello.
This is Officer Keen in Light Pod 19. The captain is gone. I have assumed command. The last thing the captain did was give me coordinates for dry land. We regroup 1.5 kilometers southwest of the crash site. Stay together and good luck. This message will now repeat.
Rendezvous coordinates corrupted. Transmission origin coordinates downloaded. Signal location
Where?
uploaded to PDA.
300? Okay. That's the wrong way. YouTube user Robert Pro 24, but I wish to place you inside a terrarium to study you. And all. I if unknown worlds would make fish that looks like magic. Oh my god. Welcome to my YouTube chat. Have a look around. I don't know what's going on. I don't have enough. Be a comfortable terrarium. I fucking don't know what you mean. Well, do you know what a terrarium is? You don't know what a terrarium is? Okay. So, you know how like public schools, some pets, like some classes will have a pet that's like a turtle or a lizard or whatever? And it sits inside a fish tank with no water, but like a bunch of sand and whatnot and stuff to keep them enriched. That's a terrarium. He simply wants to put you in like a glass tank and look at you all day. Terrarium, so we may better. Bro, I'm just a fish. Hey, look, Mendo, you and he have so much in common. You are just a fish. Do 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 do.
The sea moth is a fast, safe mode of transport, but remember that swimming is good for your glutes and endorphin levels.
Alright, Leslie, let's go. Yeah, my inventory's not too full. I'll just toss out the seed cluster if I really need to. Trees mechanique, then we couldn't know. Let's go see Muffcraft 5 minutes later, Reaper Leviathan destroys it. No, because I'm not gonna take it over there. Like, the Reaper is really easy to avoid if you don't bring your Seamoth to it. You just book it on foot, it can't find you most of the time. Seem like the type that enjoys a great salt lake. Mindle, what are you saying? Why are you being particularly strange today? Weird man, yeah, fair enough. Jelly Rays!
Passing 100 meters. Oxygen efficiency decreased. New blueprint acquired. Integrating new PDA data.
I thought those really attacked and I stay at the Seamoth. Nah, they're cute. Oh, that looks great. If I didn't already have a base plan, we might... If I didn't already have a base plan, we might have set up here. Just because it looks so great
this area
with...
is dominated by plant life, picking up faint or terror vehicle signatures.
But we do have a plan. Yo, but where's the dunes? At the Aurora, behind it? It's at the Aurora. So I'm not talking a lot. I am a little EP, not gonna lie. Hello, Glaceon! Hello! Looks like we're the only MS heretic. Yeah, they're apparently just running TV. Yeah! Yeah, I've been watching that!
Passing 200 meters. Oxygen efficiency greatly decreased.
There's so many people hanging out today. It's awesome to see. Welcome in, everybody. Welcome in.
Integrating new PDA data. Signal location upgraded to PDA. Integrating new PDA data.
Yeah, this area is always the most stressful for me. So, lithium.
30 seconds. Oxygen.
Okay. Okay, so this is where you were supposed to find the island. But I did all of that early. Ah, it is just death.
Seconds.
Yes, 30 seconds of oxygen remaining.
New blueprint acquired.
nothing in there. I should move this closer. Since I'm watching this stream on my phone, to me, you're both already in full glass. Ah, little did you know it was all Glaceon.
Oxygen efficiency greatly decreased. New blueprint acquired.
The title is Braving the Horse, but the stream is just chilling and talking. Yeah. Braving the Horse is more just an inside joke between me and Mendel. Did on purpose. Not so much, more just Mendel really hates the ocean. Dolphinborough here really hates the ocean. So every time I stream a game about the ocean, he complains about the horrors. So, more so it's just he's the one braving the horrors, and I'm having fun.
30 seconds.
See all the fish islands me? Yeah, you guys can observe Glaceon back. Look at that observation party. Thermal plant. That's pretty nice, not gonna lie. Oh, vehicle upgrade console. Awesome.
Acquired. Cause unknown.
Wait, am I near something bad? Am I? I'm in the dunes! Yo, HCl synthesis, what? What are we synthesizing? Did something happen? And Robert, to answer your question, the dunes, just go to the Aurora. It's that big sandy area. There's a Reaper too that likes to chill out. Okay, I need some calories. We're gonna get some cuisine. A succulent Altera meal. Alright, you got the recipe for hydrochloric acid synthesis? Oh, yeah. I see, yeah. I'm gonna put some sand in your terrain, swear to dig around and Robert. I don't think. Yeah, look at that. We got polyaniline and hydrochloric acid. Oh, an aerogel. Nice. Awesome. Cooked Gary fish. Cooked whole fish. Cooked peeper.
This way for millennia. New canteen. The fabricator cooks small organisms while disposing of the skeletal structure, bodily fluids, and internal organs, thus rendering them safe for human consumption.
Let's drink some water.
Vital signs stabilizing.
I'll give you the slap. Not the slap. That's so messed up. Lacey, can you believe all this violence going on in my chat? I've never seen something so disturbing. The violence, this such violence. Alright. Oh. Where did the sound go? There. Well, I'll try to figure out what to do next. You guys can look out into the sea. I might actually go back there. Observing all this through the little glass box. Does this imply that they're both in a terrarium and Mindel has made a terrarium within the terrarium to attempt to keep Robert in? This is strange. Terrarium. Lazy, oh no. She's an observer. She cannot help, otherwise what would be the point of the observation experiment? Perspective. There's only one terrarium and they're both in it. Well, now.
Warning. Maximum depth.
Oh
reached.
no.
Hull damage imminent.
I'm breaking free. I'm soaring. Flying.
200 meters. Oxygen efficiency greatly decreased.
Hello? So the lab doesn't have funding for a hamster wheel. We don't! Here at Fearscape Laboratories, we are very broke. You know, if there are only two of us at this laboratory, it can be, it's the Glaciescape Laboratories. There we go. I was trying to figure out how to combine our names. There we go. Wait, not the Furion? The Scapion. I'll figure this out. Just give me 4 business days. Oh, hey, a warper. I hear him. Oh. Chair. Me when asked who my favorite singer is, but I'm bad at remembering names. chair?
Seconds. New blueprint acquired.
Maybe up here? Maybe I'm at the wrong wreck.
200 meters. Oxygen efficiency greatly decreased.
Maybe I'm at the wrong wreck, because I'm not seeing any... You need to share the cardboard or basically in funding. I need to something like, get me more cardboard! So, Egg, what did we say about pounding on the glass? Oh, hey, my helm. It's funny but cringe at the same time. It is not cringe whatsoever. Hello? Was Mendel just pounding on the sea moth? We need that cardboard. It holds the boxes of research equipment. That's just a sea moth. Ah, gamers, we may have to bring up the coordinates. Unless I can find something here. That's just the scanner room. Scuttling in rage. Robert, why did you eat the cardboard?
New blueprint acquired. Seconds.
Oh, don't drown.
Acquired.
Gamers, I'm bringing up. Western Mushroom Forest. We're bringing... We're bringing up the coordinates. There we go. I don't like bringing up the coordinates, but sometimes you have to. Well, it's just because I really doubt anyone wants to watch me go around in a circle for, you know, like 2 hours trying to figure out where one biome is. Start that on clipboard. Yeah, like, it's not cheating or whatever. Like, I get that it wants you to explore, but you know what? Lore-wise, we'll just say that we were very lucky and found the Degassi coordinate panel as soon as we crashed. It was right under our life pod. If anybody wants to tell me otherwise, then they are wrong. Because I'm the YouTuber, and reality is whatever I make it. For all you guys know, I haven't even been the one doing all my YouTube videos. For all you lovely people know, last year during the Christmas countdown, there was like a moment wherein my channel was like taken over or something by a peculiar glaceon. That'd be... Oh, hey, I found the wreck.
Passing 100 meters. Oxygen efficiency decreased.
I mean, really.
Welcome aboard, Captain.
Yeah, that would be absurd. I mean, Glaceon373 doing a whole video on my channel all by herself, like, without me even in it, that would be absurd. Not sure why you could even possibly think that. Yeah, Glacy would never have given me a video to upload during the Christmas countdown. Yo, bro, but you do YouTube for THR $2 because you get from the... I don't get paid. Hell are you talking about? I don't get paid. You think YouTube is gonna pay me? I don't have 1,000 subscribers. I'm trash to them.
Maximum depth reached. Hull damage Damage imminent.
This Seamoth is gonna die. Therefore, about 59. Okay, that's pretty funny. Yeah, I mean, I'd like to get paid. I'd like to get paid eventually for my efforts. Just because I'd really like this to become like an actual full-on career, because it's something I love doing. But also, I really don't want to stuff teddy bears anymore. I really like seeing the kids happy, and like the adults happy, and it's really awesome. But I'm really tired of stuffing teddy bears. I mean, it's a good job, don't get me wrong. But I'd like to be doing something else. Preferably this, because I have big anxiety. I don't want to leave my house ever. I can't, you know, go get the mail without, you know, like having a small panic attack, because, geez. That is not my home. The mail is not within my residence. So yeah, it'd be nice to be able to have a job where I didn't have to deal with all that. But that's not. Do you have a Discord server so I can talk your team live? I have been thinking of starting one, yes. I have gotten that request a few times. My only thing is, I have never moderated a Discord before. Not entirely sure how to set it up. But I'm still looking into it. Sand brown because it's actually chocolate milk mix. We couldn't afford real sand. Yeah, I've been thinking of starting a Discord. Could be fun, you know. Because of YouTube's faulty notifications, could be fun to, have a way to, you know, get it out more whenever I stream. Good way to connect with people. So yeah, overall, could be fun. Could be fun. Might look more into that.
100.
Can I not suck at driving this for like 5 seconds, please? No, why unless there are some kind of hamster mole thing within calculable rage, but it's that. Dude, that's just who you are in real life. You've been in my house. I didn't have... So, I'm gonna tell a funny story about Mindle here. I didn't have a glass of water waiting for him at my house once. He was coming over to play, a video game. Oh, zero, Robert. He was coming over to play a video game. And, I did not have his usual glass of water waiting for him. And instead of going, hey, Justin, can I have a glass of water? My thirst is, you know, quenchable. With just a mere glass of your finest H2O. You know what Mindo decided to do? He decided to stare at an empty glass, raise his little arms to the sky, and screech. Such as a bat echolocating. He looked upon it and went, "Ah!" There we go.
100 meters.
Now, you may be thinking, well, Justin, this sounds like a strange thing to do. Why would Mindle not just, you know, request a glass of water if he already knew where the glass was? Also, why would he not just, you know, get himself a glass of water if he had been coming over to your house for months at that point, you know, for, you know, fairly, you know, consistently. Why would he not just obtain himself a glass of water, as you have told him he can do? Because he comes over often enough so that he should be allowed to, like, you know, obtain sustenance when he needs it? Well, to that I say, have you met Mindle? He's just a strange little man. He truly does not beat the fish allegations. Oh my god, are we throwing colon 3s around in the chat? Oh my god. This is... Oh, this is getting scary. Need to keep a better eye on chat. Better not be seeing any, you know, like, XDs around. Just, make annoying chewing sounds, scuttling sounds in your walls while you sleep, Lacey.
30 seconds.
Welcome aboard, Captain.
Okay, another Cyclops fragment. Can we get another Moonpool fragment, maybe? That is what the soundproofing of the terrarium is. Oh, we soundproofed it? Nice.
Warning. Maximum depth reached. Hull damage imminent.
Did I just... I did!
Warning. Maximum depth reached. Hull damage imminent.
Where is it?
Seek fluid intake. 30 seconds. Vital signs stabilizing.
Okay. You know what? It's fine. Not even an issue. Oh, LifePod 13. I've already explored you. Where do we get more funding? I don't think we do.
Passing 200 meters. Oxygen efficiency greatly decreased. Seconds.
Okay, I'd love to get some more fragments. If, you know, the game wouldn't mind too bad. Oh no, is it becoming night? Let me out of terrarium so you can steal more money for funding. That would violate the integrity of the experiment, exposing you to outside resources. We couldn't monetize. We couldn't monetize that.
Warning. Maximum depth
Damn it.
reached. Hull damage imminent.
This is a really annoying area to navigate. It's got a girl light going out.
New blueprint acquired. Oxygen.
I think we could call that on your bluff if we turn the girl. Alright, Mendel. Grow light off. There you go. I turned your grow light off. There we go.
Warning, maximum depth reached. Hull damage imminent.
Passing 200 meters. Oxygen efficiency greatly decreased.
Hey, come on, it's just more jelly shroop. Ah! Absorbing research for science. I need. We already said we don't have the funding for a hamster wheel window. Jonathan Peel research twice is the stay-at-home scientist. We are whatever the science demands for us. I just also happen to be on an alien planet while this is going on. What'd you all do if you actually ended up in a Subnautica situation where, like, oh my god, finally! We crashed on an alien planet, but, you know, had, you know, the basic resources to, you know, get more resources to survive. Personally, I... die. Die! What do you mean you die? Why do you have zero faith in yourself? I'd also probably die. What? Alright, let's say you didn't die immediately. What would you do? It's like, if it were up to me, I'm staying here. And I know that sounds weird, but hear me out. Hear me out. You don't pay taxes here. You do not have to work for money here. At some point in, you know, the gameplay loop, and therefore, you know, in the real life loop, you have infinite food, a comfortable house, pets, so that, you know, you wouldn't be in pure solitude. Because, even if we're ignoring the, you know, gameplay limitations, like, let's say we're ignoring the gameplay limitations, I'm certain it wouldn't be that hard to tame something like a stalker.
Welcome aboard, Captain.
Well, if I didn't, I would probably make some sort of way to communicate with my family that never reveal where I am or how to get there. That's strange. That's strange, but no. Punch, punch, crunch. Punch, punch. Munch, munch. Ah, dang it. My nibble of cheese, I've promised a morsel if I partake in them. I kind of want to get... What's this?
approaching the planet now. We have a landing site for you that's... well, it's better than the alternatives. We've
Sweet.
sent you the coordinates. It'll take us a couple of days to align our orbit. Should be able to establish direct contact with you during that time. Then we're coming in to get you. Cross your fingers, the weather holds. Don't leave us waiting. Sunbeam out.
You can afford the maze. We are out of funding. But- Damn, can't believe the game is almost already over. I mean, I didn't even get a base built this time, and already in 40 minutes, we're just gonna get saved and get off this planet? I don't know, that's one problem I have about this game. It feels too short. Like, I mean, I'm already at the end here. How am I supposed to be enriched by the gameplay loop? I was punished for my amazing joke by no longer being allowed to move fast. Yeah, how am I supposed to be enriched in life? How am I supposed to be enriched? Okay, you can be enriched by, I don't know, tell yourself a story. Little lab creature. You do not need a maze and a hamster wheel to be enriched. Don't make us take your little water bottle that only gives a little, like, drop of water at a time. Ah, a little bit of metal salvage, I see. Beautiful. Exquisite, one might say. I don't know, Glacy, do you think we should expand his terrarium? The creature is starting to seem restless. That wind was blowing, where you think you're going, baby? Well, we are almost done with the experiment. True, true. If the sunbeam is, you know, coming to pick us up, I guess the experiment is almost over. You know what, we'll keep him in... We'll keep him in there until, you know, the sunbeam actually gets here. Just, you know, to get some extra data. Of course, of course. Uh-oh. Yeah, I don't want to mess up my view. What do you mean, what do we mean? It means you can almost, like, you know, leave the terrarium. Why are you not operating the way I think you should? What is this? Be released in the wild in the coming spaceship experiment. Well, yeah, I mean, if we're almost done here, you know, we might as well let him out after, No, I didn't want to climb, I wanted to pack it up. Ooh.
After weeks without human contact, it is normal to experience psychological discomfort. Research indicates symptoms may be partly alleviated by adopting a pet or anthropomorphizing an inanimate object.
Yeah, sure thing. Crap, what I name you? Allison? Sure thing, Allison. Whatever you say, hon. Okay, why? There we go. Surely you jest. Interior pieces. Ah, I need one more titanium. I guess because, you know, somebody's coming to say, oh, so this is the end of the game, I guess we'll just finish up what we're calling a base real quick. Yeah, so we have something to show for this playthrough. Oh, and for those of you worrying, don't worry, we got Franklin back. Look at him. Hello, Franklin. Picked him up in the first episode. Nobody commented on it. Look at that. Ah, and look at that. Oh, computer chip and copper wire? Don't we have most of the stuff for that? Crap, we need copper. I have one copper. Was it to make... Oh, and it's copper wire to make a computer chip. No, I have actually wondered... And there's probably a video on this somewhere. I don't actually know what happens if you just don't go to the sunbeam. Hmm. Alright, there's another copper. I'll just say inventory full. It did. Okay. I'm real. Look at me go. Oh, I just can't wait to be free. It'll just send you a very stupid meme from inside the terrarium.
Welcome aboard, Captain.
Where do I go after you're not in the terrarium anymore? I guess we could employ him? Maybe? Oh. Is the local creature causing havoc? Ha ha! Ha! Oh my god, you absolute critter! Ah, this is gonna suck, but... Gonna use... Alright, now we're on a quest for 2 copper. Inside about 20 minutes, we'll head that way. Hey, isn't this the archway from the Subnautica 2 trailer? What's that doing in this game? Alright, there's one... There we go, there's 2. I'll also grab that. Use tiny plastic house like a hurg. Why are you being such a critter? Hey, this is why you were the perfect subject. Is a for critterisms, I guess? Why is there a peeper within our base? That's PD Peeper. Is that what we're calling him? Clipboard, clipboard, clipboard. Imagining just like Legends of Adventurous moment. Just, hey, what are you writing? What are you writing? What are you writing? I say, what are you writing? Yeah, I need to catch up on what the one they're doing is. Oh, only a titanium ingot and glass? Oh, we could probably make that now. We tried real hard. We could make that now, because I have a bunch of glass. Oh, wait, if I go steal... Some knives out? And glass onion? What? Are those... And the Sesame Special... What? What? Oh, movies. No, I was doing... No, I was, So, there's a D&D show on YouTube, and Spotify, and anywhere else you listen to your podcasts. Not a plug. Uh... But, one of their characters is, Bitsy, who's this little mouse played by Derek. And she, so I was like, what are you writing? And stuff like that. And then the other one is, there was this Looney Tunes character. It was a big old chicken. I can't remember his name. But, one of their guys, Mace, does an impression of him for his character. He's a little like, I say! And stuff like that. It's a pretty neat show, highly recommend. Foghorn Leghorn? Maybe? Maybe that was his name. Perhaps? I'm 1 quart short. Really? 1 quart short. The Fearscape is now going to rage. Ah! Yeah. I was thinking about how Mendel reminds me a lot of Legends of Adventurous being his little thing, because at one point they're in jail, and there's a bat creature writing down everything they say. And of course, because because they, you know, ask him what he's writing, he writes down, you know, what are you writing? It's pretty good. I need to catch up on it. Are you gonna lose power? I think we're gonna lose power. We need to hurry. Depth module, quickly! Access upgrades! Team up that module! Okay. Alright, what do we name her this time? Lindsay. You know what? We're gonna make her... a nice purple. With a saturated pink interior. And... this neat stripe. Fantastic. Appreciate the being back, but I'm behind on the tail. I actually follow. Fair enough. Oh, crap. I need salt. Real life Fearscape moment. Need salt. Okay, terrain friend. Yeah, just 20 minutes left, and then you know, of course, the ride home. But once we're on the Sunbeam... Well, there's no Sunbeam explosion, what are you talking about? We're going home. That's the end. And as soon as we're on the ship, we'll as soon as we're on the ship, we'll let you out of your little container there. It'll be all fine and dandy and stuff. And we'll take these. Just 'cause, why not? Did I just put my knife away? Oh! And if we stock up on titanium...
Welcome aboard, Captain.
Alright, come on, Lindsay.
All systems online.
We stock up on titanium. Maybe in this episode we'll even, because we're going to a place with a bunch of resources. Maybe we'll stock up on titanium, right? Then, once we've stocked up on titanium, we'll go to the location I want to build the base. And we'll make a beacon there first. We're also gonna save. This has been a while. We are a dolphin. Look at us go. What do you mean? Of course you have a sticker. Else, well, other scientists who work at this two-person laboratory know who you are. Why did we waste funding on a sticker? We are the only two people here, Glacy. Does mine say venom? No. Do you have venom? I doubt it. Oh, the stickers from the terrarium manufacturer. Oh. Oh, well, that's good. Oh, so it's free. Awesome. We added friend to it. Oh. That is fair.
Scans indicate this structure is composed of a metal alloy with unprecedented integrity. No match is found in database. Performing structural analysis.
Okay, we're gonna rush through this.
Unknown language. Attempting translation.
We're going to... scan the iron cube. On the sun is in the sky, am I gonna get beamed up there? Or do we wait till it lands? We have to wait till it lands, so that they can pick up your terrarium.
unknown language. Attempting translation. Your best probability of interfacing with this facility is achieved by accessing the control room in the lower section.
I don't think we should go any deeper right now. I know we have 15 minutes, but I think we're just gonna stand on top of the island and wait. I'll do what I did last time. Grab a drink and read you guys a story. Once we get up there. Once we get up there!
Analysis of the patterns on the walls cannot ascertain whether their purpose is aesthetic or functional. Further data required.
On the stairway up to heaven, live on every TV. I always knew the guy they're praying to was gonna be me. Once I get up there, you'll fuck it up. Just watch. Yeah. Nothing you do will ever fill your cup. Alright. We'll set us up right there. Hello, Abby. Let me grab a drink and the book, and we'll read a story. Move. 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 Hello, everybody. I'm back. I'll read a story. Let's read a story, gamers. Soda nice. So intent was Frank upon solving the puzzle of Lamerchan's box, they didn't hear the great bell begin to ring. The device had been constructed by the master craftsman, and the riddle was this: that though he'd been told the box contained wonders, there simply seemed to be no way into it. No clue on any of its 6 black lacquered faces as to the whereabouts of the pressure points that would disengage one piece of this 3-dimensional jigsaw from another. Frank had seen similar puzzles, mostly in Hong Kong, products of the Chinese taste for matching metaphysics of hard and wood. But to the equity and technical genius of the Chinese, the Frenchman had brought a perverse logic that was entirely his own. If there was a system to the puzzle, Frank had failed to find it. Only after several hours of trial and error did it, and chance juxtaposition of thumbs, middle, and last fingers bear fruit. An almost imperceptible click, and then victory! A segment of the box slid out from beside its neighbors. There were 2 revelations. The first, that the interior surfaces were brilliantly polished. Frank's reflection, distorted, fragmented, skated across the lacquer. The second, that Lamerchand, who had been in his time a maker of singing birds and constructed the box without opening it, tripped a musical mechanism, which began to tinkle a short rondo of sublime banality. Encouraged by his success, Frank quickly proceeded to work on the box. Encouraged by his success, Frank proceeded to work on the box feverishly, quickly finding fresh alignments, a fluted slot and oiled peg, which in their turn revealed further intricacies. And with each solution, each new half, twist, or pull, a further melodic element was brought into the play. The tune counterpointed and developed until the initial caprice was all but lost in ornamentation. At some point in his labors, the bell had begun to rung. A steady, somber tolling. Yet not heard, at least not consciously. But when the puzzle was almost finished, the mirrored innards of the box unknotted, he became aware that his stomach turned so violently at the sound of the bell that it might have been ringing half a lifetime. He looked up from his work. For For a few moments, he supposed the noise was coming out from somewhere in the street outside, but rapidly dismissed that notion. It had been almost midnight before he'd begun to work at the birdmaker's box. Several hours had gone by, hours he would not have remembered passing, but for the evidence of his watch, since then. There was no church in the city, however, desperate for adherents, that would ring a summoning bell at such an hour. No, the sound was coming from somewhere much more distant. Though the very door, as yet invisible, that Lambertchen's miraculous box had been instructed to open. Everything that Kircher, who had sold him the box, had promised of it was true. He was on the threshold of a new world, a province infinitely far from the room in which he sat. Infinitely far, yet now suddenly near. The thought had made his breath quick. He had anticipated this moment so keenly, planned with every wit he possessed this rending of the veil. In moments that would be here, the ones Kircher had called the Cenobites, theologians of the Order of the Gash, summoned from their experiments in the higher reaches of pleasure to bring their ageless heads into a world of rain and failure. He had worked ceaselessly in the preceding week to prepare the room for them. The bare boards had been meticulously scrubbed and strewn with petals. Upon the west wall he had set up a kind of altar to them, decorated with the kind of plectory offerings Kircher had assured him would nurture their good offices. Bones, bonbons, needles. A jug of his urine, the product of 7 days' collection, stood on the left of the altar, should they require some spontaneous gesture of self-defilement. On the right, a plate of dove's heads, which Kircher had also advised him to have on hand. You are a liar, Mendel. He had left no part in the invocation ritual unobserved. No cardinal, eager for the fisherman's shoes, could have been more diligent. Now, as the sound of bell became louder, drowning out the music box, he was afraid. Too late, he murmured to himself, hoping to quell his rising fear. Lambertchen's device was undone. The final trick had been turned. There was no time left for prevarication or regret. Besides, hadn't he risked both life and sanity to make this unveiling possible? The doorway was now opening to pleasures no more than a handful of humans had ever known existed, much less tasted. Pleasures which redefined the parameters of sensation, which would release him from the dull round of desire, seduction, and disappointment that had dogged him from late adolescence. He'd be transformed by that knowledge, wouldn't he? No man could experience the profundity of such feeling and remain unchanged. The bare bulb in the middle of the room dimmed and brightened and dimmed again, and taken on the rhythm of the bell, burning its hottest on each chime. In the trust between the chimes, the darkness in the room became utter. It was as if the world he had occupied for 29 years had ceased to exist. Then the bell would sound again, and the bulb would burn so strongly it might never have faltered. And for a few precious seconds he was standing in a familiar place, with a door that led out and down into the street, and a window through which, had he but the will or strength to take the blinds back, he might glimpse the rumour of morning. With each peal, the bulb's light was becoming more revelatory. By it, he saw the east wall flayed, saw the brick momentarily lose solidity and blow away, saw in that same instant the place beyond the room from which the bell's dim was issuing. Whirl of birds, was it? Vast blackbirds caught in perpetual tempest? That was all the sense he could make of the province from which, even now, the hierophants were coming. That it was in confusion, and full of brittle, broken things that rose and fell and filled the dark air with their fright. And then the wall was solid again, and the bell fell silent. The bulb flickered out. This time it went without a hope of rekindling. He stood in the darkness and said nothing. Even if he could remember the words of welcome he'd prepared, his tongue would not have spoken them. It was playing dead in his mouth. And then light. It came from them, from the quartet of Cenobites who now, with the wall sealed behind them, occupied the room. A fitful phosphorescence, like the glow of deep-sea fishes, blue, cold, charmless. It struck Frank that he had never once wondered what they would look like. His imagination, though fertile when it came to trickery and theft, was impoverished in other regards. The skill to picture these eminences was beyond him, so he had not even tried. Why, then, was he so distressed to set eyes upon them? Was it the scars that covered every inch of their bodies, their flesh cosmetically punctured and sliced and infibulated, then dusted down with ash? Was it the smell of vanilla they brought with them, the sweetness of which did little to disguise the stench beneath? Or was it as the light grew that he scanned them more closely, he saw nothing of joy or even humanity in their maimed faces, only desperation, and an appetite that made his bowels ache to be voided? "What city is this?" one of the four inquired. Frank had difficulty guessing the speaker's gender with any certainty. Its clothes, some of which were sewn to and through its skin, hid its private parts, and there was nothing in the dregs of its voice or its willfully disfigured features that offered the least clue. When it spoke, the hooks that transfixed the flaps of its eyes were wed by an intricate system of change passed through flesh and bone alike. To similar hooks through the lower lip were teased by the motion, exposing the glistening bead beneath. "I asked you a question," it said. Frank made no reply. The name of the city was the last thing on his mind. "Do you understand?" The figure beneath the first speaker, beside the first speaker, demanded. Its voice, unlike that of its companion, was light and breathy, the voice of an excited girl. Each inch of its head had been tattooed with an intricate grid, and at each intersection of horizontal and vertical axes, a jeweled pin was driven through the bone. Its tongue was similarly decorated. "Do you even know who we are?" it asked. "Yes," Frank said at last. "I know." Of course he knew. He and Kircher had spent long nights talking the hints gleaned from the diaries of Bolingbroke and Gillis de Rais. All that mankind knew of the Order of the Gash, he knew. And yet he had expected something different. Expected some kind of the numberless splendors they had access to. He had thought they would come with oil. With women, at least. Oiled women, milked women, women shaved and muscled for the act of love. Their lips perfumed, their thighs trembling to spread, their buttocks weighty. YouTube don't monetize me just to demonetize me. The way he liked them. He expected size and languid bodies bred on the floor. Sorry, I just noticed this little emoji, Mendelssohn. Expected size and languid bodies spread on the floor underfoot like living carpet. He did not say that on stream, whose every crevice was his for the asking, and whose skills would press him upward to undreamed ecstasies. The world would be forgotten in their arms, and he would be exalted by his lust, instead of despised for it. No women, no size, only these sexless things and their corrugated flesh. Now the third spoke. Its features were so heavily scar-faced, the wounds nurtured until they ballooned. His eyes were invisible, by the words corrupted by the disfigurement of its mouth. "What do you want?" Do not just say ditty. He pursued the questioner with more confidently than he had the other two. His fear was draining away with every second that passed. Memories of the terrifying place beyond the wall were already receding. He was left with these decrepit decadents, and their stench, their queer deformity, their self-evident frailty. The only thing he had to fear was nausea. "Kircher told me there would be 5 of you," Frank said. "The engineer will arrive in a moment," came the reply. "Now again, we ask you, what do you want?" Why would he not answer them straight? "Pleasure," he replied. "Kircher said you know about pleasure." "Oh, we do," said the first of them. "Everything you ever wanted." "Yes?" "I thought that was the sunbeam." "Yes? Of course. It stared at him with its all-too-naked eyes. "What have you dreamed?" it said. The question, put so badly, confounded him. How could he hope to articulate the nature of the phantasms his libido had created? He was still searching for words when one of them said, "This world, it disappoints you?" "Pretty much," he replied. "You are not the first to tire of these trivialities," came the response. "There have been others." "Not many," the gritted face put on. "True, a handful at best, but the few dared to use Lamachen's configuration. Men like yourself, hungry for new possibilities, have heard that we have skills unknown to your region." "I'd expected," Frank began. "We know what you expected," the Cenobite replied. "Understand to its breadth and the depths of the nature of your frenzy. It is utterly familiar to us." Frank grunted. "So," he said, "you know what I've dreamed about? You can supply the pleasure." Link's face broke open, its lips curled back, a baboon's reply. Nope, a baboon's smile. "Not as you understand it," came the reply. Frank made to interrupt, but the creature raised a silencing hand. "There are conditions of the nerve endings," it said, "the like of which your imagination, however fevered, could not hope to evoke." "Yes?" "Oh, yes, and most certainly. Your most trivial depravity is child's play beside the experiences we offer." "Will you partake of them?" said the second Cenobite. Frank looked at the scars and the hooks. Again his tongue was deficient. "Will you?" Outside, somewhere near, the world would soon be waking. He watched it wake from the window of this room, day after day, stirring itself to another round of fruitless pursuits, and he'd known that there was nothing left there to excite him. No heat, only sweat, no passion, only sudden lust, and just sudden indifference. He had turned his back on such dissatisfaction. If in doing so he had to interpret the signs these creatures brought him, then that was the price of ambition, and he was ready to pay it. "Show me," he said. "There's no going back. Do you understand that? Show me." They needed no further invitation to raise the curtain. He heard the door creak as it opened, and turned to see that the world beyond the threshold had disappeared, to be replaced by the same panic-filled darkness from which the members of the Order had stepped. Oh, hey! Gun! Alright, did we enjoy story time? Don't worry, that's probably just, the guiding beam.
Man, I don't know how you held out down there. We broke an atmosphere, and we're descending towards the landing site.
Are you?
Is that a building down there? What do you mean you can't identify it?
Oh, there we go. Hey, look! Hey, look, it's the sunbeam!
Back now. Position
Guys, look!
touching down in 10, 9, 8.
Look, it's the sunbeam! Hey, sunbeam! We have our terraria friend. Terrarium friend, sorry. Look, if you'll land here, we can... Oh, no! Oh, no, oh, no! Don't unlock the terrarium! We can gather more data! Leave the terrarium locked! Think of all the data we can get! Why am I jingling today?
Emergency. Starvation imminent. Seek calorie intake immediately.
I get hit by debris now? Nah, we're all safe. See, we're fine. Ow. Ha! Like your terrarium? No! Think about it, Mendo! Think of all the extra data we can discover if you stay there.
Welcome aboard, Captain.
Think about it. It will be a while until, any sort of rescue becomes available to us. So think of all the extra data. Think of the awards, Mendo! I mean... Okay, because I have to go soon and I kind of was... Okay, no. All observe the terrarium. Leave him in the terrarium. Think about it, Glazy. They're calling us the gods of science. They will leave the lab to us. Just trust me with Mindel's future. We can become the big names in the scientific world. Awesome! Thank you! Yoink! Don't worry, Mindel. You can trust me with your future. And everything will be alright. Monkey grabbing bars and shaking violently.
Seek fluid intake.
Wow, we are not doing good. After the battle, masterless cattle, overlords hanging by a thread. With a bit of bravado, maybe tomorrow we'll be atop the heap.
Welcome aboard, Captain.
The rest of hell's pissing, Alistair's missing, fled with his tail between his legs. Nature pours a power vacuum that leaves room for you and me. Future of hell belongs to the bees. Alright, at the sim problems, when do I have to go? Alright, see you around. Alright. How much is it to make an exterior grow bed? Oh, awesome. Farewell, let you out. No! No out for Mindle! Mindle can stay in. Please give me more to do? No! Just sit calmly and play with this one Lego brick. We'll do a little bit of titanium stocking. Just because I'm not quite ready to end yet. And I like keeping the Subnautica streams a little longer. Also, probably gonna try to do... more... like, small stuff, this playthrough. Like, I personally am going to try to... make a few funny little observation things. Fear screams. Fear screams? What? What did you just call? Okay. So we do have a thermal plant. Also want to make one of these this time. Because I think it would be neat. Ooh, modification station. I forgot this guy was here. How much titanium do I have? Amazing. Oh wait, crap. What is it to make a beacon? deploy wheels. Oh, awesome. Like me, he's behind glass. And I'll... There's a good reason you are behind glass, young man. Sorry, just getting sick here. You should also probably save. Been a while. Those deaths had nothing to do with me. I think they had everything to do with you, buddy. I have an idea for what I want to do. We're gonna grab Lindsay here. Yeah, I made the beacon. Awesome. And we are gonna... We are gonna look up the coordinates just because I want to get there. Where is it? Does it not exist? Do 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 do. Terrarium boy. Do 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 do.
All systems online.
Why are you singing a song about yourself? It's that way. I'm bored of sending hamster wheels at all. When we get more funding... When we get more funding, you will be allowed to have your hamster wheel. Hello, Abby. I think Abby is trying to convince me to give her your hamster wheel. Ooh, thermal vent cluster. And there's a wreck there. I seem to remember this area being a lot prettier.
Warning. Maximum depth reached. Hull damage imminent.
Window! This biome has nothing. There is nothing interesting to look at in this entire biome. Yes, I am aware there's a critter. I'm aware there's a critter because it just tried to eat me. I knew there was a ghost leviathan down here. You know what? I'm tempted. I'm going to save here.
Passing 100 meters. Oxygen efficiency decreased. Passing 200 meters. Oxygen efficiency greatly decreased.
I'm gonna look around real quick, right?
Seconds.
Why is there nothing?
Oxygen.
Yes, I am aware, oxygen.
Welcome aboard, Captain.
Where did the ghost leviathan go? Ah. Big guy's over here. I think we're going to do a base, you know, all the way out here. However, if I'm going to do that, I would like to be able to see the ghost leviathan from my window. So we're going to save again. Because I am scared now. Does this look like a good location for the base, gamers? How are we feeling about this? Do we like this spot? You like it? You like this spot? Save for the terror.
Seconds.
All right. We're gonna save there. That's where we're gonna go. Thank you all so much for watching. If you enjoyed it, feel free to like and subscribe. I try to stream, fairly consistently. Go subscribe to Glaceon373 and Dolphinborough. And I will see you in the next stream, which should be happening on Monday. So yeah, thank you all so much for watching, and happy holidays!